All right, everybody, here we are, day 22, Tuesday morning. We have left Cosme Knob Shelter, and we are on our way out of the Smokies today. Get picked up by my mother-in-law, do some resupply laundry, and kind of hang out in the hotel tonight. Get some videos uploaded, hopefully, and map out my plan of attack for post Smokies. Smokies have treated me fairly well, I would have to say, especially considering it's the middle of February, and the Smokies could have been really tough on me, but treated me with overall pretty good weather. Most of the rain was always at night, except for the Clingman Dome day, but oh well. So I'm really happy about that. Last night, after I talked to you, I did have a couple hikers come into the shelter. They're from Knoxville, and they're doing a 35-mile loop here in the Smokies. So got to spend the night with them. Good guys. Good conversation. So had a good last night in the Smokies. All right, we're working our way up the mountain, but look at that view. Gorgeous day in the Smokies. That's what it's all about. All right, this is just another view I had to take a picture of. That right there is just awesome. All right, I'm gonna try to just walk. I got the camera kind of sideways. That's over my left shoulder. That's what I'm looking at when I turn left. So like I said, overall review of the Smokies so far, I have to give it an A+. Weather, pretty good. I'd say an A-. Obviously I had the one day of rain and I had a few days where, you didn't have views. But when you talk about middle of February, what it could have been, could have been 10 million times worse than it was. But instead, this is what I got for at least half the trip. So that's it's pretty good. Pretty excited about that. As far as how I'm feeling, I'm really feeling great. Like I said, I had still no blisters, no issues with legs or feet or back or anything. Obviously during the day, you hike, get so many miles in, things start hurting a little bit, get a little sore. But you get to camp, roll out my muscles, relax, and everything just goes back to normal. So I can't complain. When I get up in the morning, I just stretch a little bit. Don't have to stretch too much, and everything just goes back. One thing to remember right here, what you're looking at, these are winter views. People leaving in the bubble or later, and you may not get all these views because there'll be leaves on the trees. So for people that asked me and looked at me like I was crazy and had 3 heads while I was leaving so early, this is why. You get some incredible views. Yeah, you gotta deal with cold weather, and some other inconveniences, but there's a lot of good things too. A lot of good things. Last night it was probably about 54, 55 degrees at night. So for me, what I've been used to the first 2 weeks of this trip, that's almost like a heat wave at night. You know what I mean? I was able to sleep with less clothes on and less covers, if you will. But it was nice. I mean, just look at that. Look at the colors. All right, everybody. Here I am on top of some rock on my way down this mountain. and you could see the view. I climbed my last mountain in the Smokies, so I'm on the way down now. It's all downhill from here, but this is what the trail's given me today. Great way to say goodbye to the Smokies. All right, everybody, I'm right here at the junction where you go to the Davenport Gap shelter on my way down. Not too much farther to go to meet up with my party, another hour and a half, 2 hours. But you know, whenever you come down the trail and you come to the intersection and you run into this Scoutmaster lunch, that's a good thing. That can only be a good thing. So let's go down there and see what we got. All right, everybody, here we are. Lipstick and free tickets actually left me some food. We have some cornbread right there. We have some chicken, or what's left of it, right there. And we have some Pepsi, what's left of it. So it was very good. I appreciate it. Thanks to them. It was a great surprise and a great noonday meal before I meet up with the mother-in-law. Here we are, everybody. We are at the end of the Smokies. Here's my permit that I get to put in here. Let them know I'm done with the Smokies. See what the sign says, Appalachian Trail, yada, 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 all that good stuff. All right, we are officially, I guess, done with the Smokies. On our way out to meet my mother-in-law. Had a great lunch with free tickets and lipstick. They not only provided me with some chicken and cornbread and Pepsi, but they actually kind of guarded it while and waited on me to get there. Had that little sign. Appreciate that. It was a very welcome surprise and much appreciated. Thanks a lot. All right, so let's start wrapping up today's video. I'm probably not going to do any filming at the hotel. If I do, I do, but just in case I don't, we'll kind of wrap up the video now. The Smokies are done. I'm on my way. I don't know if you can hear in the background. That's Interstate 40 that I'm getting close to. I remember driving past here back in November and driving past where the AT goes under 40 and just thinking to myself, how cool will it be to, walk all the way from Georgia to this spot, and within just the next few minutes I'm going to get to realize that goal. So that's pretty cool. Smokies overall, like I said, great. I saw my first 2 bits of trail magic in the Smokies, and I actually got to meet both trail angels that left, both sets of trail angels that left the trail magic, and got to talk to both of them. So that was really, really cool. They were subscribers that had been following along, so shout out to them. For anybody that hasn't been the recipient of trail magic in the past, hasn't done a through hike or attempted a through hike and come across trail magic, the best way I could describe it is it's like being 7 years old and coming down the stairs from your bedroom on Christmas morning and seeing, a bunch of presents sitting under the Christmas tree. That's kind of what it's like. That's the feeling you have when you're hiking. You're tired, you're sweaty, you're hot, whatever, or cold maybe, and all of a sudden you come across a sign or you come across a big box that just has a bunch of trail magic in it. So it's like getting a Christmas present on Christmas morning as a kid. That's kind of the emotions you have. So it's just really cool, and it really restores your faith in humanity that total strangers will take time out of their day and money out of their pocket to go ahead and provide trail magic to people they don't know. People they might have seen on YouTube or whatever, but they never met. So that's just really cool. And one of the coolest things about my hike so far, just getting to experience that. And you know, the fact that all that trail magic happened while I was in the Smokies, it just kind of makes my trip through the Smokies that much better and that much more memorable. So here we are, we're coming across a water source. Don't need no water. I got almost a full liter, plus I'm still working on a Pepsi, courtesy of free tickets and lipstick. So we'll bypass this water and we'll have to cross this water. See if we can get across there. All right, well, I'm gonna let you go so I don't bust my neck. All right, here we are. There's Interstate 40. If you go east, which is to the right, takes you to Asheville, North Carolina. Go to the left, go to Knoxville, Tennessee. About a mile, maybe a little less, from meeting up with my mother-in-law. She's up this way. Just so you can see the trail right there, AT follows along this road. All right. Well, if I don't get to say goodbye for today later on, I will say goodbye for today. Yeah, now. And tomorrow we head towards Max Patch.